In today's class, we learn how to import a model and explore about materials. First, to import a model, make sure that your SketchUp file is in a proper position, or else you can try extracting it and exporting it as a Collado file. Now, let's go to import from here. Choose the location where you have your model. I'm going to choose a Collado file for this and give open. Now you may see that it is blocked as red color. Why? Because I already have imported this model. So to access that, you can just click on this imported models from over here, select your model and give placement in your Lumion space. First, let's save this file. Now let's go to build and work on this project. Guys, first let's set a view from here. Store a shot. Now guys, you may see that this wall is slightly interrupting me from taking a shot of this home from outside. So for that, what you might do is go to FX, go to Advanced and give near clip plane. Now if you increase this, you can see that the wall will diminish from behind. You can also work from inside of this house, but it's totally of your choice. And also guys, the perspective is not proper. So let's go to FX again, go to camera and choose 2-point perspective. And now you'll get a proper perspective. Now set the eye level. I'll set around 2 meters and the focal length, let it be 25. And also guys, for exteriors like this, you can go from 25 to up to 35. Now let's choose realistic and store this camera for now. Let's go to build mode and explore the materials we have. Guys, first let's select this model, go to materials. Now, to choose any material, you have to simply click and make sure that the materials from over here is also selected. First, let's explore this pond. You may see that this water has been immersed by the grass. So first, let's adjust the landscape. I have lowered the landscape so that the spool is much visible. Let's go to the materials now. I'll select the material. Now, under material library, you have various indoor and outdoor, 3 categories. In various, you have 2D grass, 3D grass, rock, soil, water, woodland, leaves, aged materials, and fur. And under indoor, you have fabric, glass, leather, metal, plaster, plastics, stone, tiles, wood, and curtains. Under outdoor, you have bricks, concrete, glass, metal, plaster, roofing, stone, wood, and asphalt. First, let's go to indoor, choose wood. Now for this wood, we need a replacement, right? So select the wood you want from over here. I'll choose this. Now to change the properties of this wood, select it. Now let's explore the properties of this wood. First, we have colorization. So if you increase or decrease this, the color of the wood will change. Also, you can click from here and choose what kind of shade you want. Next, we have glossiness. So if you increase it, the glossiness of the material, you may see it increases. And the reflectivity, this will give a bounce to the material. Both glossiness and reflectivity goes hand in hand. And relief. So guys, if you decrease the relief, you may see that this looks more like a JPG image. And if you increase it, you may see the veins and the roughness of this material also increases. As it is a wood, let's have the glossiness and the reflectivity less while we have the relief more. So once you're done, you can give save changes. But before that, let's explore the other properties also. So finally, we have map scaling. So if you increase it, the scaling of this material will change. Next, if you click show more options, you have a lot more of properties. The position, orientation, transparency, settings, weathering, and foliage. First, position. So if you increase the X, Y, and Z offset, just see what happens to the material. It just shifts the position of itself. Let me also show you in the Z axis. Let me have all of them 0. Next, we have orientation. So orientation, first one we have is heading. So the rotation of the material will change while we do heading. Then we have pitch and bank. You may see what happens to the material while we adjust this. Next, we have transparency. So if you check transparency and increase this, you may see that the material becomes transparent. So we'll just keep it in waxiness. Next, we have settings. Guys, let's come to this later, but I'll just show you how this works. So if I select this material and increase the emissiveness, you may see that it will start glowing up. But we won't use this for a wood. We might use it for a light source. Then we have weathering. So weathering will make a material look dirt and old. So if I increase the weathering, you may see that dirt starts spreading on this material. Finally, we have foliage. So under foliage, if you give the spread, you may see that the leaves will spread throughout this space and you can change the leaf size, the type of the leaf, spread pattern offset and ground level of the leaf. Now, if I'm done with this wood, you may click on Save Changes. Now, let's click on the marble. Let's increase the glossiness and the reflectivity of the marble. And let the relief be lower. Give Save Changes. Next, you have glass. Select the glass. If you want to change the glass, you may choose it from over here as well. You have tinted glass, clear glass, as well as rough glass. So let me check on the clear glass. Also, you can change the reflectivity, colorization, internal reflections, the transparency of the glass, double-sided, the glossiness, or the frostiness can also be adjusted. I'll give some frostiness for these glasses. And I'll click Save Changes once I'm done. Now let's choose this aluminum, and under metals I have an aluminum texture, and I'll choose this, choose from over here, and you can decrease the glossiness, reflectivity, adjust the scaling, and give check and save the changes. Now in the indoor we have curtains. For this you may select it, and guys, you have two options. You can choose from fabric, so you have a lot of patterns in the fabric, or else you can choose curtains, which is the last option we have. So I'll choose this one for the curtains and give check. Now I'll select it, and we can have color, glossiness, reflectivity, and map scaling. I'll increase the map alone a bit. Now I'll save the changes. Next, let's see a look at the concrete we have. So I'll select it, go to concrete from over here. So we have in the outdoor session concrete. So I'll select this. We can select any concrete from over here. I'll select something which is more rough and give okay. Also guys, let's increase the relief for this concrete. We also have a wood for this louvers. So I'll select it, and we can change it from over here. We have wood, under which we have some glossy wood and also rough wood like this. I'll change the colorization of the material a bit, and select once it is done. Now, as I said before, I have set some spotlights emissiveness. So to choose that, just select the material, and under settings, you have emissive. So if you increase it, you may see that the light started emitting. Save the changes once you're done. Also guys, you can also change the type of water you want. You have a lot of different types of water from where you can choose from. Save the changes once you're done. Also guys, we have some rock textures which we can explore here. But before that, let me introduce you to how to import a various material from website. So guys, not only the materials we have in Lumion can be imported, but also we can download materials from a website called as Ambient CG. Let me explain that to you. So guys, this website known as Ambient CG will help you to explore a lot of materials. So you may choose any material from over here, and you'll be able to see 1K, 2K, 4K and 8K, JPG as well as PNG. I recommend you to download JPGs as well as 4K JPG is the one which I would suggest. And it will be downloaded as a zip file. You have to extract it and keep it separate. Now, let's say I want to change this material to the one which I saw now in the internet. Select this for its properties. Now, you can choose color map, normal map, and displacement map. Among these, we'll be using only normal map and displacement map. So I'll select normal map, and now here you have a lot of map over here. So I'll choose normal map and give open. Now this map is being added. Next we have displacement map. So once you're done with normal map, the same way you can choose a displacement map and download it as well. And guys, now let's get back to the rock which I talked about you earlier. I'll choose this, go to material library. In various, you have this rock texture. You have two pages for rocks, so you may select any one from over here. I'll select this. And guys, if you have a closer look at this, if I go to the properties, if I change the relief lower, it will be just like a JPG image. But if I increase it, you may see a roughness over there. So whenever you're using rocks, make sure that your relief is more and glossiness and reflectivity should be less, because rock doesn't give glossiness or reflectivity. And also guys, for the grass, you may choose 2D or 3D grass. If you're going for 3D grass, make sure that your computer has a good configuration. So you can choose a grass like this from over here, and you can increase the grass size, the length of the grass, map scaling, rotation, etc. we have. But while you're still working on things, I recommend you not to work on the 3D grass. So let's have a 2D grass. And guys, remember, if you want to copy paste some materials, let's say I want to copy the material of this concrete, you can select it from over here, select copy material, and if you select any other material and give paste, that particular material will be applied to the other one, or it will be replaced. And if you like certain material, let's take for this wood example, select it and save it as a material, so that in other models, if you are working on it and if you want the same properties for this, you can just give load material and take it from over the location you have. Now let's go to FX, go to camera, 2-point perspective, change the eye height, focal length will be 25, custom style, realistic, and also you can choose some real skies. You may choose a evening sky, morning sky, sunset, overcast. Let's choose for some cloudy sky. Change the heading in a way that your exterior is being lighted. You can change the brightness and overall brightness if you wanted to. And click on store camera, render, desktop, the place where you want to save, give it a name and save it. Now your picture have been rendered. In the upcoming classes, we'll be learning more about how to enhance our space. So as for now, I recommend you all to be very sure about materials and explore them a lot.